just about ready to go. Race number 2. Gates open immediately. They're off and racing. A good start. Flash Famous had nobody pace. Get back to last. Faithful Trinity, one of the first away, and moving up on his outside is Fast Pace, followed by Lucky Diamond and Red Impact as they negotiate the turn out of the straight. Jolly Honour's down on the inside, 3 back the fence from Seaweed Fortune. They're in turn followed by Victoria Seeker against the Rail V Chevalier, and 2 lengths to Flash Famous, who is the last of them, as they spin up the side towards the 1200 metres. Faithful Trinity, Fast Pace, just wants to get the mouth open and reef and tear a little. 28.28 the lead section. That's the way they go at the stage. Faithful Trinity from second, Fast Pace. A length and a half away to Lucky Diamond third, camped on the inside of Red Impact. Then came Jolly Honour. Now V Chevalier Morera not happy with the tempo, and he's speeding around the outside. He's joined the 2 leaders, and he's taken the race at the 800 metres. He's whipped to the lead. Victoria Seeker, midfield, is trying to make a move also, followed there by Seaweed Fortune, who's being shuffled back to the outside of Jolly Honour, and Flash Famous last. 24.57 that second section, so still half a second slow, and it is V Chevalier in front over Fast Pace. Faithful Trinity third, followed there by Red Impact. They sprint for home at the 400. Then came Lucky Diamond, followed there by Victoria Seeker, Seaweed Fortune, Jolly Honour, and Flash Famous. Faithful Trinity, V Chevalier, Fast Pace, followed there by Lucky Diamond. Out wide of Red Impact, Fast Pace, V Chevalier, Faithful Trinity, Lucky Diamond driving through. A terrific 4-way go. Fast Pace, Lucky Diamond at the post, desperately close. Maybe Lucky Diamond, a flared nostril in front of Fast Pace, but it's desperately close. The momentum, however, with Lucky Diamond on the post. Third over, down on the inside, as they've gone on through, was Faithful Trinity and V Chevalier. A desperately close go. They're followed by Jolly Honour, and then came behind those runners Red Impact. Next in was Flash Famous. Seaweed Fortune never really yelped, and he was back there with one of the last ones, who was Victoria Seeker. I think Lucky Diamond's got this. He's come home with a withering burst of speed here. He was not forgotten in the...
So our favourite from barrier 4, Seaweed Fortune. Our winner comes from barrier 1. Blue blinkers, gets out okay. Jolly Honour gets a little bit of a knock in the early stages there. But you can see Faithful Trinity in the red and Fast Pace from his outside, both drawn wide, but they get across easy enough. 28.28 from the start to the 1200, standard is 27.9. So they haven't had to burn at all in the early stages, and they settle down into a 2x2 formation with Flash Famous whipping them in the early stages. The second section of 24.57, standard is 24 flat. So again, around half a second outside of standard. You can see Fast Pace getting a little bit keen, and a few others back through the field as well. So as they get to this point, Flash Famous very keen on the last point. Just in front of him, Paul, is V Chevalier and Joe Morera, and he's just about had enough of it, and off he goes.
Yeah, there he goes now, and you can see him coming around. The other 2 horses are being restrained there with Fast Pace. He was sort of over racing. Now Zach can just see Joe coming there. He pushes up a little bit. Wagner tries as well, but at this stage, Joe's got the momentum, manages to get across and get to the sort of the rail here. Wagner end up taking the trail, but the horse had fired back really nicely for third. You can just see him taking a little while to get to that rail, but he's there now. Fast Pace going nicely, and Red Impact just coming under a bit of pressure.
And you see the difference between having a horse underneath you and not. Matthew Poon on Victoria Seeker half tried to follow V Chevalier, but just couldn't, and ended up just getting stuck 3 wide there outside of the favourite of Seaweed Fortune, but Seaweed Fortune doesn't make any progress either. So this is where it really settles down into a fight for the finish. Looks like V Chevalier doing that, just that. Faithful Trinity fights back on the inside, but here comes Lucky Diamond. Perfect run between V Chevalier and Faithful Trinity, and gets up right on the line.